Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a little filler video between true crime videos. Like I said, I'd be a combination of true crime and makeup, so we're going to go makeup today. So I just got off of a 9 to 3 shift at TJ Maxx in the back room hanging clothes. My boyfriend and I are going to have a little date night because we usually see each other every weekend, but we didn't see each other last weekend, and we won't be able to see each other this upcoming weekend after Thanksgiving. So we have some time today. Well, he has time today, so we're gonna go out to dinner, and he's still at work. So I was like, I'll spend time to do my makeup. Like, he hasn't seen me in like a whole week and a half, so let's do it. So I'm using really basic stuff today. We have I Heart Revolution little coffee palette, super basic colors, like look at that. And then I have the Hocus Pocus and ColourPop palette. I also have not shaved my armpits, and I do not care. And if you have anything to say, keep it to yourself. So for starters, we're gonna go in with Plumpkin Retinol Eye Cream by Tony Moly. I got this in an Ipsy bag, and we're gonna use a ring finger because a YouTube video a long time ago told me it was the softest finger. So what can I say? But most of my makeup I get from TJ Maxx because I get 10% off, or Ipsy. And like drugstore makeup, of course. Some stuff I get from like Ulta, or as like Christmas present or birthday present or something. Like the Hocus Pocus one was a birthday present that I picked out when I went shopping with my boyfriend. And then we're gonna go in with an eye cream by Glam Fox. Oh, that is upside down. Nope. And we're gonna use this as kind of an all-around moisturizer. And we're gonna put this a little bit on our eyelids and our nose, above the lip, and the chin, because it is getting hot outside. I mean, cold outside, so my face is getting dry, and the camera doesn't really pick it up. But I also have acne. I have bumps on my forehead. I wouldn't really say acne. Some like 3 zits right in here, some around my chin, which is usual for me, and above my lip, which is super common for me. Like the lower part is super common, so we don't have much coverage to do regarding like acne and stuff. But I also put hennas on my face, used to these red dots to give myself freckles, and it didn't work. It doesn't look good. It looks like I have chickenpox or a strawberry. I'm a strawberry's child. So I let that kind of soak into my skin before like I do anything else, because I don't want to fuck up anything. I'm going to get a little bit closer because we're working on my eyes. The moisturizer feels certain, and that's a little bit, so I guess we'll take it. Okay, so for my eye primer, I use the Instant Rewind eraser as my primer. Well, I'll pretty much use anything I have that's a concealer, to be honest, as my primer. I've used eye primers before. I have one from an Ipsy bag, not with me, it's back on campus, that I might try out one day, or sometimes I'll go into the Tarte Shape Tape. It depends on really what I'm trying to do, but I just go in with that, and it's in Cool Ivory, and I just put it all over the eyelid. And then we're gonna go in with a Believe Beauty, which is from like the Dollar General, I think. It's like a little kabuki brush, and we're gonna blend that in patting motions. And then so once that's all done, I'm going to go in with my powder. I use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder. It's one of my favorite powders, honestly. Back in the day, I used to just put foundation and powder on, and ever since then I've kind of stuck with it. I don't like to change a lot of my face products because my face is super, like, it's like really prone to acne, so I feel like scared to switch up a lot of my face products. If that makes any sense. To me it makes sense. Then we're gonna go in with a L'Oreal Cosmetics brush. Kind of looks like a highlighter brush, but I'm gonna use this to set my eyes. And we're gonna do a packing motion. This brush is really good at packing the powder in. And then we are gonna go in with the Hocus Pocus palette, and this makeup carrier I have just is, no, it doesn't cut it, there it is. And the Elizabeth Mott tapered blending brush. It's really basic. And we're gonna go in with All Hallows Eve and Moon is Round, which are these two colors right here. And we're gonna use that as the little creasy color, creasy transition color, whatever you want to call it. And then it's gonna pop it right in there, a little bit above the crease, and then kind of in this area. And now I learned a lot of my makeup skills by watching YouTube, and like I said, I'm 20, so I'm like the older, like Michelle Phan was my shit, and Nikki Tutorials. Those were like my top 2 beauty YouTubers. I don't really watch beauty YouTubers that much anymore. I'll occasionally watch like a Nikki Tutorials video, depending on what it is. But that's about it. I used to watch Jeffree Star, but no. I'm proud to say I never bought anything from Jeffree Star. Wish I could say the same about Shane Dawson, but I did have an Oh My God shirt. I don't know where it went. I think I got rid of it. Oh, Jackie Iona, whatever her, I can't say her last name. I used to watch her a lot too. So now once those are blended out and it gives you a little bit of depth, we're gonna go in with the coffee palette, and I like to use pinky colors almost all the time. So we're gonna go in with Arabica, which is this dark pink right here, on a Farrah blender brush 25 EL. There's so much kickback in this palette, but it's such a good palette. And we're going to put that right in here. And we're going to kind of put it in the crease as well. And then we're going to kind of blend it into the crease. It adds a lot of depth because it kind of goes in with the other color and makes like a brown, which I think is really pretty. And then we're going to do that to the other eye. And then if you need a little bit more blending, which I feel like I do on the corners, I'm going to go in with the Elizabeth Mott brush with no added pigment on it and kind of soften up the corners just a tad bit. I don't like how this camera picks up like no color. And then we're going to go in with another brush and a little bit of a darker pink. once I find said brush, oh, it's right here. I'm gonna go in with a Luxie 243 Precision Shader brush. I'm gonna go in with Java and Arabica again. I'm gonna start with Java. It's a darky browny pinky shade. And I'm just gonna focus that on the corner. I'm not really moving it from the corner. Just to add like a little bit of shading to the eye, and then we're gonna do it to the other one. And then we're gonna go in with the same brush, and we're gonna go in with Arabica again. It's a pink shade. And we're gonna try to kind of build up a little bit of the pigment on the brown shade. I'm gonna do some light blending. And then once that is done, we need to add some shimmer to the lid. So I don't know what shimmer I want to do. I'm feeling the coffee palette, and I'm feeling like going in with latte. Are we feeling it? Or I've used ice, it's pretty. Okay, we're going in with ice, that purpley kind of pink purple duochrome shade. And I always tilt my head like this when I do my glitter. Like, it's stunning. My camera doesn't do it justice. Like, it's so pretty. And as you can see, I'm doing like packing and swiping motions. And I think that's good. And we're gonna do that to the other eye. And then we're just gonna do a little bit of blending with the shimmer. So it's not like a super rough like thing. So we're just gonna take it and swipe. And we're gonna go in with this brush a little bit, just to help. Like that. My nose itches. And then we're going to go in with a liquid liner. I have the e.l.f. No Budge liquid retractable liner, and we're just going to tight line kind of the outside of the eye. I'll show you. And we're gonna stop where the glitter is. Just because I like that it also adds dimension to my lashes, because my lashes are very blonde and straight. And we're gonna do it to the other. And then once that is done, it is time to move on to the rest of the face. I always go a little bit down here. We're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I use my finger because the contact and the warmth helps melt it. And okay, so once we pat that in, my nose is so sore ever since I changed my septum ring. It's actually insane. But anyway, now that that's there, we're gonna let that sit a little bit so we don't disrupt it too much. Okay, so I don't use foundation, I just use a lot of concealer. I'm gonna call myself out. I use a lot of concealer. With no shame. So I'm gonna start with Tarte Shape Tape under the eyes in Fair Neutral to just kind of help cover a lot of the discoloration. And like I kind of scrape it off the sides, so there's not like a super lot that comes out. And then over any blemishes. I'm not really covering up the henna freckles. And then we're gonna go in with the same brush that we blended our concealer out with. This is the same brush, right? I have two of the same brushes, so don't mind me as I make sure this is the correct one. I used to use a beauty blender, but I like the coverage with a brush better. So now that that's blended out, we're gonna go on to our next concealer, Maybelline Fit Me in Cool Ivory. It's very runny, but we're just gonna put this here, 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 the bridge, not that much, and the forehead. We basically use this as a foundation, to be honest with everyone here. And we're gonna blend that the same way with a brush. I keep having troubles where my nose doesn't like to keep the product on my right side for some weird reason. No matter what I do, it's strange. I don't know. Maybelline Age Rewind under the eyes, because you gotta look younger. My face does not look like it matches my neck in this lighting right now. I'm gonna try to blend in around my nose with my finger to see if that helps any. Like that. And then we're gonna go in with our Sandy Cheeks brush and the translucent powder, and we're just going to set my face. Using patting motion so we don't disrupt the foundation underneath. I also just use this brush to help the under eyes kind of really get the powder. My under eye bags are still very much discolored. Very much discolored. But like it happens. So next, my lip is fully gone on the top. So I'm gonna go with a little lip oil to help moisturize it. It's by Sophia and Maybell, and it's in Jellyfish. It's super pretty. Next, blush. The other thing that I lost, it was exactly like this. It was Desert Sunset and had a bronzer and a blush in it. This has a blush and a highlight in it, because I like to use both of the blush colors because they're different. But we can't do that today, can we? It's okay. So I'm not doing bronzer today. It's a lot of work. So we're gonna use blush. I'm gonna go with this dark blush shade on a Contour 2 AM by Farah. Put it up here in Circular Motions and put it up there. Because if you do it just right, it still helps shape your face. And then I usually like to go in with a lighter blush to do the rest of my face, but I clearly can't do that today. Unless I can find it. It'd be in here somewhere and I don't see it. So we're also gonna go in with that and go on our nose to help contour the nose. Just gonna pat, 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 pat. And kind of blend outwards as well. And then once you're satisfied, I go in with a brush that had powder on it and kind of help soften the line from where the under eye is to the blush, because it can be pretty harsh. So once you got all that done, I feel like adding more. No, I don't need to add more. So next we're gonna do eyebrows. I don't do a lot for my eyebrows. I'm gonna fill them in a little bit with this item pencil, which is Addison Rae's makeup brand I got from a Nipsey bag. It's in Warm Blonde. And I like it because it's a little toothbrush brush. But I'm just gonna do a little bit of filling in. My eyebrows are pretty prominent, but it's not like I have to do a lot. I'm just gonna No, I got my eyebrow done a while ago, like a piercing, so I always have like this scar. I have like this weird indentation now of where there's no hair and I can never fill it in right. No. That's all you're gonna get from me today, because it's just a lot of work to try to get that correct, because it's kind of sore too. And that happened like a whole year ago, so I don't. Next, we're gonna go in with, I believe this is the Benefit Brow. It's a brow setter, it's a brow gel, and we're just going to comb those out. My eyebrows have never looked alike, so it doesn't even bother me that one is not the same as the other. And now we're gonna finish the eyes. So we're gonna go in with the underneath of the eyes, which is going to involve a little angled brush and Java, that dark color. And we're going to trace the water on. I'm going to trace a decent portion of the waterline with this. So once that is done, we're going to blend that out. I'm going to blend it out with this and Arabica, the little pinky. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to highlight the inner corner with a e.l.f. little liquid eyeglass, liquid eyeshadow in Disco Queen. this is how I do my inner corner highlight because I like it. And I'm just going to like that. And then we're gonna go in with a white liner and we're gonna like waterline the inner corner of the eye. And then mascara time. And then we're almost done. Mascara. I use the Ardell Splash Party and Sky High. I have a lot of mascara. Those are just the two I've been using. I curl my lashes a few times before though. So let me do that. So I'm gonna go in with the Ardell one first. Like that. I can use my eyelashes like nice and up for like a little bit and then they fall. Every mascara does that. Then we're gonna go in with Sky High on the bottom. And we're just gonna do like the bottom over on the cornerish side. From far away, I just look like insane. I mean, I might be. Second layer of Ardell, and then I cap it at 2 because if I do any more, my eyelashes just get too heavy. And then highlighter. We're gonna go in with the Hip Dot highlighter, which I just saw. Hip Dot highlighter in Light Beam for the brow bone. And then right there. And just a little bit. Just a little. Just a little. And then and then we're gonna go in with a tapered highlighter brush, and we're gonna do up there. And we're done. I'm not doing my lips, so it's a lot of work. And that is my complete. My complete makeup look. You guys enjoyed the little chitty chat. And I will see you guys next time.